Well, hello, my beautiful Capricorn. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your career and money reading for mid-October right through to mid-November 2024. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about, pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings and I will never reach out to you personally to offer one. Also, I will never ask you for money, e-gifts, or donations. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Capricorn, this is your career and money reading. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. So let us begin. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Capricorn? What do they need to know regarding their career situation? Can you please guide them regarding their finances? What is to come for them? Can you please shine a light on the future for their current circumstances? Well, the first card is very positive. We have magnetism, attraction. So you're currently working really hard, manifesting as well, but also I feel whatever it is you're working towards, you shall have it. So whether it is a financial goal, whether it is a status opportunity, whether it is being your own boss, whatever you're currently working on or visualizing for your future, as well as taking action on it, you shall accomplish it. Now, we also have creation there at the end, which means, you know, you're making it become a reality. So let's get to the rest of your cards. I would also see here that a lot of you have many plans. I get an energy of exploration right now for you. So I feel like you're looking at what's possible in your career environment. Yeah, 3 of Wands, and we've got the 10 of Cups. So this is fulfillment. This is success. This is you feeling proud of yourself at the end of the next 6 weeks. We've got the 4 of Wands. A lot of you will be celebrating something as well. And I do see a lot of you actually have on your mind to work from home or do something that's a little bit more nomadic. Maybe this is something that you currently are doing or something that you're working towards. Either way, it shall be very, very successful indeed. And some of you may even be working towards saving for property or to go into real estate, because the 10 of Cups, 10s, they connect to household energies. And it can be that you're about to utilize your finances in order to purchase something or rent something, or maybe complete something where you have some sort of passive income coming in, because that card really connects to that energy. Now, this could be that you're currently like brainstorming new ideas, because you have the 5 of Wands there, which is to challenge yourself in some way, try and think of other things outside the box in order to transform your finances in some way. But let's get to each card. The first card there is attraction, magnetism. Now, this means that you are, of course, strongly turning your visions into reality, but also you're taking some sort of action towards whatever it is that you're doing. It's number 37 there, which when you reduce it is 10. So that means that, you know, you're clearing space for some sort of new beginning right now. This could be a new project, new way of working. And if you've come to this reading with a mind to find a new role, if you're currently out of a job right now, or you were made redundant, or, you know, you had to walk away from something that was toxic, or if you're currently in a role and you're just looking for a new position, I feel there are some wonderful options coming your way. Now, yes, there is competition for these roles, okay, but there's something being offered to you because your skill set is second to none. I see that you're above the competition. And there's a dream job offer coming in here. Now, this could be a position where you work if you are in a company, for example. But if you're currently out of work and you're looking for something, I feel there's 2 energies here. One is, how can I work or make money from home? And there's another energy here of doing a creative endeavor, something you're passionate about, a spark of success here. So I feel like you're being offered something that a lot of people compete for over the next coming weeks, and you shall have it. It shall be yours. The universe has destined that this opportunity is being magnetized towards you right now. So if you're currently searching, there is something on its way. Okay, I want you to be aware of that. You work so hard. You got the Eight of Pentacles. You're someone who is a pro at what you do. And I feel with this card, it just stands to reason that all that hard work is going to pay off. There is a benefit here. Okay. Now also, this card is about you knowing your values and your needs so that you are more aware of what you are truly attracting at this time. You're not settling for second best, okay? You're looking at the time, the effort, and the talent that you have and everything you invest in your career and your circumstances. No matter what circumstances you're under, I feel like, you know, you're applying it to your situation. And this is about you making sure that you get a good deal, okay? So right now you're noticing what you attract, you know, the sort of opportunities that you're attracting. And this is about the more you value yourself and your skill set and not settle for anything less than you truly deserve, that's when you start to change what you're attracting. So with that Death card there is change. And when we have the Four of Wands partnered with it, I feel like you are transforming your alliances in your creative endeavors, but also there is some really great news coming your way that is going to transform everything. Now, for some of you, with the Eight of Pentacles there, it can be a reward for your hard work. So if you're in a company, for example, it could be that you're going to get a bonus or be offered some sort of incentive. I feel looking at the energy here, it's a very competitive environment that you work in. Even if you're an entrepreneur, I feel like there's some sort of like extra money coming in your way. Now, this could be a rebate, but it's a small increase is what I see there. But some of you are actually going to be offered a bonus or a new project to figurehead over the next coming weeks. And if you're an entrepreneur, it could be that you're diversifying and you are launching a new passion project in order to almost like complement what you do already, and it's going to be very successful. You're actually going to celebrate yourself and know that you did a really great job, okay? Now, of course, this is the magnet, so whatever it is that you put out there in terms of your energy, you are attracting back to you. So valuing yourself, knowing that you are above the competition and that you deserve the best for the effort that you are putting in there. So I feel this is about you in the natural law of attraction. And with the Death card, there is change. Now, with the Death card, it can indicate that you're going to focus a lot on endings this month, okay? And what I mean by that, you could be looking at end-of-term contracts, finishing projects, onto the next project, starting new endeavors, because with every ending, there is always a new beginning. And for some of you, if you feel like some doors have closed on you recently, it's because a new door is opening up for you that is destined for you. Something more rewarding, something more beneficial, more fulfilling, but also more exciting. There's an adventure energy about this, and it allows you to unleash your creativity, whatever this is, okay? Now, of course, the Death card can indicate that you're looking at like end of contracts, maybe new service providers. Some of you, it could be that you are closing out a deal, sealing a deal with somebody. It feels like the end of a very difficult period and you're celebrating it. Four of Wands means you've reached some sort of milestone, but you are aware that there is more to go. Whenever you get a Four of Wands, it's like the crucial point where you are seeing some sort of evidence that what you're doing is working, and then you know that there's the extra stage or the extra push. It feels like one last push kind of energy, and then you've accomplished it. You've achieved it. So I feel like you're on the road to success. You're on the way to wherever you feel is your happy ever after in your career sector, whether it's a new role, promotion, whether it is a raise, whether it's being your own boss. A lot of you, with the energy here, you're a natural born leader, okay? So a lot of you are trying to be your own boss or be an entrepreneur. And I feel like there's an energy here of you being unflappable, okay? I see a lot of chaos in the industry that you're working in. So whether it's a company or whether you work for yourself, I feel looking at the energy, it's almost like every industry right now is battening down the hatches, trying to like save or downsize or merge in order to be in an alignment with the volatile economic current circumstances that we have. So I feel like you're noticing that people are making some shifts and changes in industry, and you may be just a little bit nervous about how that will affect you. But looking at the energy, I feel like you're an integral member of a team. And I feel that, you tend to be someone who absorbs a lot of knowledge, and you are naturally talented. And I feel like your skill set puts you above other people. The competition, you're second to none, is what I'm picking up there, okay? I would say with the Death card, a lot of you are thinking about leaving a position, okay? Now, this could be that you're thinking about what other opportunities are out there. Three of Wands, you're just keeping your eye on the job market. Even though it is volatile, there's still opportunities out there, and they are attached to more money. So I do see that some of you are branching out. If you're an entrepreneur, this could be you furthering your reach at this time, gaining new clients, gaining new traction, gaining new attention to whatever it is that you do. But something big is changing, and I also see something big is ending as well. And I feel it allows you to value your skill set a lot more and realize that you are a gift to any working environment that you find yourself in, because you put your whole heart and soul into every single thing that you do. Now, of course, the Death card signals something transforming. So it could be if you're staying where you're at, because not everybody wants to leave their position, of course. If you're staying where you're at, it can indicate that your current circumstances are changing. You may see a reshuffle of management, for example. You may also see some new rules, regulations, or policies changing in your industry. For some of you, this could also be that there's a new change in computer software or programs or hardware tools for your industry. You could welcome in new kind of innovative ways of working so that it aids how you work and it helps you be more time efficient, for example. But also I feel with that Death card, there's an energy here of you kind of like shedding something that's old and familiar or breaking an old habit, because I feel like you're being super serious about your career, very ambitious, but I feel like you're trying to launch something or have a new start or just try a new way of working that reignites that lust for your career. Don't get me wrong, you're very goal oriented, you're very productive. And I feel like you are very passionate about what it is that you do, but also I feel it's like this extra boost coming your way that helps you accomplish whatever it is you set out to do. But as soon as one thing ends, you're on to the next. I really feel like you're completely in the flow of creating your destiny, but also, making great strides towards success here. I mean, the Four of Wands is a card of enjoying what you do, but it's also a card of being in a very highly creative phase, creating new ideas, trying things out, very explorative phase, seeing what works, what doesn't work. I feel like I'm seeing someone right now, it's very interesting, a hot potato, okay? Someone holding a hot potato, like juggling it and then like moving it on. So it feels like you are exploring things, or it can't literally be that you are like taking out a hot potato out of the oven. I don't know, but maybe something's done. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm being given that energy and that image because I'm scrolling at the same time as doing your reading. I get images all the time that I'm like, what does that mean? But what I feel is like something may be done and you're just like looking it over and now you're on to the next, okay? But it also feels like if something isn't working, you are being really honest with yourself and saying, you know what, that's just a waste of time. I'm just not going to focus on that. I'm going to find an easier way to do this. There is some sort of good news coming your way because the Four of Wands is to celebrate, okay? So it feels like you're hitting a certain milestone, but also I see this card for you in preparation. It feels like you're in prep mode for something. I feel like you could be strategizing something. I feel there's an energy here of reuniting with people that either are in your industry or you used to work with. So there could be some sort of work drinks coming up or an invite. I feel an invite very much connected to this, and it could be some sort of networking event. I mean, if you work for a company already, it could be that there's some sort of work event that you're going to go to and you're going to hear about something that changes everything about how you feel about the company that you work for, and there's more opportunity, okay? However this is going to transpire for you. There's definitely a new project or a new position, something that feels like you're starting from scratch, but not really, you're starting from experience. If you're an entrepreneur, for example, this could be like a chance meeting that you have with a person and they're in the same industry as you, and it could be like a really great conversation, maybe even a creative collaboration later on is what I'm seeing there as well. It could also be a branding, for example. If you're an entrepreneur, there may be a certain brand that you want to associate yourself with or advertise to get revenue. For some of you, it could be you utilizing a certain platform in order to get your goods or services or whatever it is you have to say out there to the masses. But that Four of Wands indicates that, you are going to be getting some really great news. And I feel also there's another energy here. It's like not just important connections, because I see networking opportunities around for you. I feel with the Death card, it just feels like these people are drawn to you. You're not seeking this. So wherever you find yourself in the next 6 weeks, I feel like you may be meeting new people, as well as having conversations with people that you used to know. So there may be an energy of someone from a company that you used to work with. They may be going off and running their own company and they headhunt you, for example. Or there could be an energy of you meeting up with people that you used to work with and they tell you about some of the redundancies or things that are going on in their working environment. And there may be like a conversation about setting up on their own, or you setting up on your own, or some sort of creative collaboration idea that maybe you'll be interested in. I'm also getting that it could be that, you know, you're being very clever, because foxes are very clever. They strive under difficult circumstances. So, I mean, looking at the energy with the 3 of Wands there and the 8 of Pentacles in the resistance position, I would say a lot of you, you're working really hard and you are very exhausted, and you may feel that the amount of work that you're doing isn't matching the pay grade. So you may be looking elsewhere for new money at this time, and you're going to find it, is what I'm hearing. Now, also with that 4 Wands, very creative time. So I feel like you are hatching plans. That's what I'm picking up on here. And everything is connected, okay? So you're going to see lots of synchronicities is what I'm hearing. You know, numerical synchronicities, names. So for example, if you are about to launch your own business and you've called your business a certain name, you may see that name everywhere. On billboards, like on a reel, in a movie, and you're like, wow, this name is coming to me all the time. This is highlighting that you're on the right path and that you are on the trajectory towards success. Could also be that you meet a new client or a new creative alliance, or maybe just someone who's going to open doors for you, and you start hearing their surname or their first name everywhere. You may even walk down the sidewalk and see a street that's named after their first name or their last name or something like that. So you're like, wow, I'm seeing this person's name everywhere. It is the universe and your guides highlighting you to pay attention, because these people or these situations are important for your future. I see a lot of success here. 10 of Cups is success. It is completion of something, but it's also abundance. It's also, you know, you being really proud of all your efforts and everything coming together as you're hoping for. But I see a dream opportunity coming your way. So please apply it to your situation. It'll be different for everyone. For some of you, it's a promotion. For others, it could be a creative alliance or a partnership, a client if you are an entrepreneur, maybe even a publishing deal, or some sort of manager comes in and helps or opens new doors. So whatever it is that you do, I feel there is some sort of opportunity for you to staircase in whatever it is that you're doing. But I also feel like you are very explorative right now, okay? For some of you with that 4 Wands, a lot of you are thinking about, how do I work from home? How do I earn money from the home space? Because the 4 of Wands is a home energy, homecoming. And some of you may actually work from home due to certain circumstances in the company that you work for. So there may be some reconstruction work or rules, regulations, policies, maybe even a change to the working day week is what I'm seeing. Because we've got a 3 of Wands and a 5 of Wands. I'm just feeling an energy of 1 or 2 days, maybe a shift day, or it just feels like different days. I don't know what I mean by that. So I'm just going to leave it like that. It just feels like some of you may negotiate a different way of working. You may say, hey, okay, I know there's like 5 days that I could work. How about I work 3 in the office, 2 from home? For some of you, it could be that your working practice is changing the shift pattern in some way so that you can work from home in some way or benefit from it, but do less on-site hours. Okay, that's not going to resonate with everyone, but that's something that's coming up there as well. Now, moving on from that, some of you may also, especially if you're an entrepreneur, but maybe if you're not as well, I feel some of you are thinking about working overseas. We've got the world there, okay, and this could be you blending your skill set to find work in a different country, or maybe migrate your business overseas. This is an energy that's on a lot of people's mind right now. Every sign is pretty much coming up with the same energy. So a lot of people thinking about moving or migrating or working abroad, or just even trying something out, temporarily to see if it fits. So I feel some of you could even be seconded to a different branch of where you're at in the next coming weeks for a certain reason. Could be a seasonal reason. Maybe, if there's a certain event that goes on in your industry and you have to all fly to Paris, it could be that. Or it could be that, if you have like a grand opening of a store, it could be that you all have to be seconded to that store to get it ready before the opening. So please apply it to your situation. If you're in an office, it could be there's like reconstruction work, maybe a bit of regenerative work going on there, something being fixed. Maybe they don't want you to have any distractions, so there's a possibility to work from home or maybe go to another branch in order to work. Hot desking, I just heard. So some of you, especially if you're an entrepreneur, it could be that you're trying out new hot desking environments. You may be wanting to see a different part of the country that you're in, but you may be part of like an alliance or a company where they have different locations for hot desking, and you're just going to try something new for a change of scenery. So please apply it to your situation. I feel there's an energy here of getting the best of all worlds is what I see there. But this card, it's all about the groundedness of your plans, okay? Having that plan and rooting it in fact and strategy and structure. So this card is number 39. When you reduce it, of course, that is 11, which means you're on the right path. It means that whatever you're thinking to move forward with, I feel like you're on the right track there as well. Now, of course, this card is an indication that you're trying to seek a grounded perspective on something, and this is also a reminder of your gravitas. Sometimes you forget your personal power, my beautiful Capricorn. I mean, you value your skill set, but sometimes, especially with that 3 of Wands and the 8 of Pentacles, you may look to people who are in different positions than you, and there's something about status here. You actually have more skill set and more prowess and more gravitas in a situation than most of the people around you. And I'm not here to blow smoke up your you-know-what. I'm just telling you what the cards mean and what the energy is that's coming out. But sometimes you don't see that. So I feel you're growing in confidence. And I feel there is a situation coming up, whether you're interviewing for something or you have an appraisal or you're having a meeting that's really important for the next stages of your career. Remember your gravitas. I mean, even if you're an entrepreneur and you're going to, the bank manager to talk about your funds and how you're reinvesting, and remember your gravitas. You are someone who is more powerful than you give yourself credit for, and everything is connected. So I really get this sense here that yes, there's transformation. You've got butterflies there. So change is holding you up right now. I feel change is good for you, but also structure is really good for you as well. Now, because we've got so many animals here, I feel this is about, utilizing your spirit animal energy. So what do you strongly align with? If it's an owl, it can indicate that you're very knowledgeable. You see things that other people don't see. You tend to keep your eyes peeled for new opportunities. You're always listening. If it's like a bear, it can indicate that you are someone who is a natural born leader. You're a boss. You're very protective of what you work on. You also have strengths that other people don't have, and you thrive under difficult circumstances, just like a fox. So I know that sounds really random, but a lot of you are tapping into your spirit animal energy in the next coming weeks and months in order to launch something new or go for something. Because with that Ace of Wands, a lot of you could be launching your own business or launching something from home. Could be a second stream of income. For a lot of you, it is a promotion energy, or you being offered something that is going to make you quite enthusiastic and excited about it. And I feel like you establish yourself as being someone who is destined for the top, but also someone who is creatively like a real force to be reckoned with. Now we do have that 3 of Wands. It's in the resistance position at first, so I feel like you're holding back on something in order to strategize it. And when you feel it's ready to launch, you're just going to launch it. And I feel like you're completely in alignment there. This can also indicate some of you, if you're traveling, especially for work, there may be some delays. I hate giving that message, but I'm picking up on delays. So if you do have an important meeting, I would make sure that, you leave a little bit earlier for the next 6 weeks, because I see like lots of traffic chaos, okay? And it's across lots of networks is what I'm seeing, really random. Even flights. I'm seeing flights, trains right now, boats, cars, motorcycles normally nip in and out. So I'm just seeing a whole like network of like standstill energy right now. Okay, that's really random. It doesn't normally show up so big, but for the next 6 weeks, I would say perhaps pockets. Surely they wouldn't happen all at the same time. But anyway, I'm only going to give you what I can see. I can only give you that. So I'm seeing networks of delays there going on, and it's global. So random. Anyway, I'm just going to leave that there. Thanks so much. I'm so grateful. But yeah, so that's what I'm seeing there. Things grinding to a halt. I mean, this could impact shipping. Maybe that's why I'm being given it, because it will impact some things being delivered. So if you're someone who requires your product or service to be delivered, there could be some delays there as well. Okay, let's move back to the energy. Three of Wands. Some of you are thinking about reinvesting in yourself by learning new skills. Could be a course of learning. You may have been holding back, not wanting to pay for something because you feel either you're saving for it or you feel it's not the right time, you're not quite ready, but you've located the course that you want to do, and maybe the course just doesn't start until a different part of the year, maybe even next year. Okay, I'm seeing some of you like a course starting. This is October, the energy I'm being given. I mean, it could be end of November. I'm getting an energy of end of November, but also I'm getting end of January kind of energy as well. So for some of you, there's like a course that you're thinking about putting yourself on. I actually see a lot of you finding videos online of how to do something, and it's for free. Okay, you don't have to pay anything. So this could be like a precursor to you going on that course, because I feel going on that course will actually not just increase your knowledge on something. I feel like you have natural talent already, especially with that Ace of Wands there. But if you're trying to upskill, I feel like you get ahead of the curve by learning something free online first. But then I feel the course that you actually invest in is also a networking opportunity. And there's someone on that course who is really in the middle of things. They know a lot of people, and I feel this will be a strong alliance for you in the future as well. Okay, now coming back to your energy, that Three of Wands, you're looking for alternative opportunities. I feel like some of you on the down low have been keeping your eyes peeled to find new experiences, but also on a personal level, this could be that you are focused on getting everything that you've started done. You're very productive. I feel like you're going to finish a lot of tasks and responsibilities this month, and you're looking for new things that excite you. Three of Wands is like, what else? Okay, now as you can see, the Three of Wands is in your resistance position, and the Four of Wands is in your protagonist, which tells me something that you've been planning, it's reaching the stage now where you're actioning it. It's reaching the stage where you feel like it's happening, it's coming together, and you're going to be so excited. There is something coming in. I actually feel three pieces of information or news in the next 6 weeks you will celebrate. There's one big piece where you're like, yes, I got it. Whatever that is, I feel, congratulations is in order. But I also see three in general pieces of news where you're like, okay, job well done. But there's one that you'll be like, yeah, got it, did it. You're going to feel really proud of yourself, whatever that is. But also the Three of Wands is an energy of you being confident in yourself. And that's why I say it's in the resistance position at first, and then it will go into the upright as you move through November. So I feel this is about you and your gravitas, and knowing that actually you know your stuff. You're pro at what you do. The Eight of Pentacles tells me that you are very knowledgeable, naturally gifted. Yes, we can all learn more, because that's the nature of being a human, to absorb new knowledge all the time and be open to it. But ultimately, I feel like you're someone who is naturally very gifted at anything you turn your hand to. And also I see a lot of you have studied to be where you're at, or you've just picked things up along the way, But also the Eight of Pentacles is a card of, wanting to break out of a routine. So some of you, it's like you want to do something that's not typical or not normal. A lot of you may be like, not sure if I want to do 9 to 5 anymore. You may not want to do a typical way of working, and you're trying to find something that's more nomadic, or something that brings in passive income, or makes some sort of really good business deal which sets you up to retire early. Okay, because the Ten of Cups can be you got to the pinnacle point where you want to retire early. Or for some of you, it could be that you're just thinking about a date that you want to retire, and you're working towards that as hard as possible. You know, that Eight of Pentacles is an indication that, you know, you are someone who has very strong craftsmanship. You're really good at your craft. And I feel like you're dedicated, you're committed. And I feel it's really important to recognize that sometimes when we do something on a repetitive level, you know, it means we're a master or a mistress of what we do. We're a pro at what we do because, you know, it becomes second to none. So don't underestimate the level of proficiency that you're at. But at the same time, I would say, you know, anything that's repetitive, it can get boring, of course. And that's why I feel like you're like, what else? What's next? You want to diversify. You're always a sign that is moving forward and keeping things fresh. Whether you're an entrepreneur or you work for a company, or even if you're working really hard to find a new opportunity. I feel like you're really open to possibility, but the money has to be right. Eight of Pentacles is like you need to feel that you are adding value to the role that you're in, that you're making an impact, but also that the money is right for what you're working hard for, okay? Now, what's really interesting, normally in an Eight of Pentacles, there is a figure who is completely absorbed in their work, working really hard, chipping away at those pentacles, and in the background, there's a house. Okay, that's why I see a lot of you working towards either buying property or funding something, maybe going into real estate eventually, whatever it is. I'm just going to go and show you that card. I mean, the most of you, you know what that card looks like, okay? But please fast forward this bit if you know what it looks like. I'm just going to go and get it for those that do not, because my guide on my shoulder is like, show them the card. So my guide's very excited for your reading as well, I have to say, which means there's some really great things coming your way. So, I mean, you work hard for the money, okay? I'm even hearing that song. I work hard for the money. You know, that one, I can't remember for the life of me who sings that song. It has come up in a reading before, actually, maybe about a year or two ago, and I can't remember for which sign, but listen out for that song, because this is going to also be a sign for you that there are some really exciting things being offered to you. And one in particular you're going to be very excited about. The other two, they're really good as well, and you'll feel proud, but it's not the big one that you're hoping for, which will come in. As you can see there, Eight of Pentacles, this person with a little hammer, chipping away at that pentacle, because I feel like that's what you're doing, chipping away, really trying to save. And in the background there is a house. So it's like this person is trying to either go into real estate or try to purchase property or maybe move to an area of affluence, or aspire to something that is solid, because you know that saying, safe as houses, okay? It's like investing. I mean, it's an old saying that's like investing your money in bricks and mortar, because it will always go up and down in price, but it's a structure that you have once you purchase it. I feel there's something like that you're trying to think about investing in. Also, Eight of Pentacles, it means that, you know, you're being careful about your finances right now, and you're thinking of your financial future, which basically means that there is a payoff coming for you, and ultimately your future self is kind of thanking you right now for all the effort and decisions that you're making in this moment. So I feel like you're really making a dent in your financial security for the future. It may not feel like it right now because you're in the middle of something, but everything is coming together as it should. And the Three of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles, because both cards will go into the upright, even though they're in the resistance position, it tells me that yes, you work hard, but you're aligned with your heart's desire and you're on the right path, and everything is going to come together as it should. There's stability here. I mean, literally, in this card, there is a figure that is pinning coins to the tree, okay, which means, you know, stability, planting financial roots, and there's a little bird there representing financial freedom. So I feel that you're working really hard on your financial freedom at this time to be more independent. And some of you may even be thinking of trying to be nomadic or independent, launch your own business, be a freelancer, or do something that's just a little bit different. And if you're not doing that right now, it may be something that you are thinking about actioning in the future, and it will happen for you, okay? Now, we also have water creation. I would definitely say on a personal level, hydrate, especially if you work in an environment where there's lots of air conditioning, okay? That's coming through there very strongly. Also, I feel in the industry that you work in, there's a lot of chaos or a lot of flapping, okay? And I feel like you are someone who grounds yourself in this because you realize life's too short to be sweating the small stuff. You've got bigger fish to fry. I feel like right now you are focused on your big goals. I feel like you're focused on your 401k. You're focused on your financial future. A lot of you are focused on retirement, especially since this figure here looks like, she could be in retirement there. So I feel a lot of you are working towards that, maybe even purchasing like a property abroad. Maybe that's something that's coming out here. Some of you have your eye on doing that so that you can set yourself up for the future. These may be things that you're just thinking about right now, like, oh, it'd be really nice. So you may be trying to locate where you feel like you belong or where you're drawn to. And I feel this is something that you'll aspire to happen, and it will happen for you. But also this card, I mean, it literally means that you're in the flow. Even though there are some chaotic situations around you, I feel like you are completely submerged in your work. You're dedicated, you have a strategy, and you're following your heart. This card, it literally means flow forward with confidence, be true to who you are and your emotions, and don't allow yourself to be stagnant. Because there's nothing worse than, getting bored in your circumstances. You need to be forward moving, and that's literally what this card means. So even if you're staying where you're at, I feel like you need to know that there are possibilities for you to move into the next stage in your career. You need to know that there is a role available for you to get a promotion. You would hate to be at that glass ceiling. And if you feel like you're at that glass ceiling right now with that death card, I feel like you're making some changes to look for alternative opportunities, and a lot of you are stepping into a new one, okay, which is going to be so rewarding and gives you ample opportunity to nurture your skill set, to really flourish, but also climb the ladder as well, higher than ever before. And if you're an entrepreneur, I feel like you've established something that you're really good at. It's working as it should, and it will only grow from now. But I also see that you're diversifying and trying new things, because it's really important to be adaptable to your environment and to things that change. And I feel like you are just keeping an eye on your industry and seeing how things are changing so that you can be a leading competitor in your industry with that 5 of Wands. A lot of you are in the brainstorming phase of something, strategizing, but almost ready to launch it. And it's very exciting, very successful. But it could be a new way of working. Doesn't always have to mean that you're leaving a place. Could indicate, you're celebrated where you're at with that 4 of Wands for some of you, but you know that change is afoot, or there needs to be some change in your industry for it to be long-term beneficial to you. And a lot of you, you're recognizing that if there's no change where you're at, you are being the change and you're taking control of your circumstances. Now, this is your outcome energy, 10 of Cups, which is abundance, fulfillment, attracting more. It's peace, it's serenity. It's good fortune, okay? This is a life of luxury, of comfort. So for some of you, maybe the chaos comes from the fact that you're working and you're also moving to a new place. Could be that your life is in boxes right now and you're trying to keep everything in order and be in the flow. And you're like, and relax. You're grounding yourself in this energy and recognizing that, yes, things are going to be a little bit chaotic for a little while, but everything will work out as it should. For some of you, not all of you, but some of you with that 4 of Wands, either you just got engaged or you're about to get married, and it could be that you're fully in the flow of organizing that on the side. There seems to be something that my beautiful Capricorns out there are organizing on the side of what you already do. And that's why it feels like you're overstretched or you have a lot more on your plate at this moment in time. But it will be very fulfilling and rewarding at the end of it. I mean, 10 of Cups, when you apply it to a career reading or a money reading, for some of you, it can be that, you're not super rich and you're actually enjoying the most important moments of your career, but you're aspiring to that super rich kind of energy. So I feel like you are building upon whatever it is that you have built so far. You're building your empire, as it were. Also, some of you could be thinking about working for the family, with the family. Maybe some of you already have family businesses. And with the 5 of Wands, that can indicate it's challenging sometimes, and people push buttons because they know each other really well. But ultimately, you all want the same thing. You all want the business to thrive and be successful. So I feel, after a very busy flurry, because I see a lot of you, whether you work for a family business or whether you work for yourself or a company, I see that there's going to be a flurry of activity in November. And very busy. And a lot of people, they may lose their, They may get really frustrated or completely worked up, but you are the voice of reason. You're the person who's like, it's all right, we got this, it's fine. Let's just keep on doing and keep focused on what's important. So I really feel that's going to benefit you and your energy with this particular circumstances there. This card means you're really proud of yourself and you're being encouraged to follow your passions. And I would also say here that this is a card of fulfillment. It's a card of success. It's also a card of cycles of joy, okay, what makes you happy and reinvesting in yourself. So I would say here that you're aware that things work in cycles and you're utilizing the energy that is contained within that cycle to your full advantage of this time. Because, you know, sometimes we'll wake up in the morning and think, oh, I really can't face that task today. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. And then the next day you're super inspired. And you're like, boom, I'm going to get everything done. And you're like ticking loads of things off your list. This is you really in the flow of your energy and honoring what is capable for you to do in one day that you can like transform or do a different day differently. So I just see you just like honoring your energy and moving towards a goal. I mean, this is the prize, as you can see. In this card here, there is a house, and as you can see, there's like rays of the sun coming out of this house. That's all about security, job security, but it's also about purchases, acquisitions, success, a measure of your success. And I feel like you will have some sort of payoff in your career, like the holy grail of what it is that you're working towards. You shall achieve it. And I feel like you'll stand back and like, almost like be in awe of what you're capable of because you did this. Okay, and I feel like you should be very proud of yourself. Now, Five of Wands also indicates that some of you may think about training because the Five of Wands at its grassroots is all about transforming or changing, training to be up to the next level, training for success. The next card is the Six of Wands, which is all about success, merriment, victory, celebration. And I feel like, as I said, you've already reached a milestone, but you know that there is a little bit more to go before you reach the actual point of you completing something. So with that Five of Wands, I feel like you're really nearly there. But also I see at the end, well, I feel it's middle of November to the end of November, the pressure is on. This is a card of pressure. This is a card of, being in flurry of action. So whatever you do for a living, I feel like your season kind of picks up in and around the middle of November. It may be a delayed season. So if you are an entrepreneur right now, or even, working for a company, if you feel that your industry should be a little bit more busier than it is right now, typically, you ain't seen nothing yet. It's about to get real busy in November, okay? I feel for some of you, the seasons have been delayed because some people are holding on to their money a little bit longer because they're a little bit nervous about the economic climate right now. So they're just seeing what they're capable of holding on to. But then as we move through a season, I feel like they're letting go a little bit more. And there's a lot more people going out and having fun is what I see there too. Five of Wands, a lot of you are in training for a certification or a qualification that will open new doors. And if you're not in that right now, I've already mentioned a lot of you are finding information online for free, and I see that you will launch some sort of study a little bit later on. Either December is what I see, or January, okay? It could be like end of November, December, and then January. That's the sort of pinpoint energy that I see for training for you. Ultimately, Ace of Wands, a lot of you are being offered something in the next 6 weeks that is going to be full of potential. It's an opportunity for success to step up. It feels like a new start. So it could be a new project, new client, new idea, maybe a launch of a business or a new branch of whatever it is that you do already, or even a new way of working. Either way, you're enthusiastic about it, and I feel like you're going to grab it with both hands. This card literally means destiny and fate intervene with the law of karma and offer a powerful transformation at work. And I feel a lot of synchronicities, lots of coincidences, but also things are happening at great velocity and speed in November, okay? And I feel you can expect quick results from then on, and I feel there is some excellent information to help you move forward as well being offered to you. Ultimately, a lot of you, this could be a bonus, could be a raise. I mean, I'm going to look at the Pentacles right now. Eight of Pentacles indicates that, a lot of you deserve more than what you're getting right now. But I do see a small incentive or a small increase in finances before the year is out for a lot of you. So it may take you by surprise because you may feel that things are not working as they should. The Chariot card, a lot of you, this is going to come from moving. Okay, Chariot card, either relocating or second streams of income. Chariot card is a duality card, but the Page of Wands is like some news comes in that you are so excited about, you're so curious about, and it is in alignment with your purpose. You feel driven, you know, it's something that you've been dreaming of, and I feel like you're going to establish yourself at it, and it's going to yield a lot of financial reward. I would say there is a small step up in finances by the end of the year for you all, but you worked really hard for it. However that manifests will be different to everybody's circumstance. But let me see if I'm seeing anything here. Yeah, imbalance. That's what I mean. There's an imbalance in how much work you're putting in and the finances that you earn. So I feel like you're going to readdress that balance. Now, for some of you, let me see what I'm seeing there. Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. Some of you have been putting off something that you need to pay for or that you need to do for yourself. Now, this could be like a trip to the dentist. Some of you may be thinking about, you know, taking a course on business strategies. For some of you, it could be like a counselor. I feel some of you have been putting something off, but you will have the money to pay for it. It's coming in, is what I'm hearing. And reinvesting in yourself is very important. Let me see what else. Is there any bills that take you by surprise? No, nothing going on there. That's very positive. With the Five of Wands, I feel like there's an energy of feeling a little bit under pressure in November, but you're unflappable. I feel like you do feel the pressure, but you're managing stress levels really well. So it could be that you have some extra things going on in your day-to-day tasks, like extra work coming in. But I feel like you're totally on top of things. So yeah, all positive. We have imbalance. And it says here, there is an unequal power dynamic in a situation that needs to be brought back to balance. Unequal, unfairness, conflict. So, I mean, the Five of Wands, there is competition around you. I would say there's no people showing up in your reading that would give me any indication that anyone is trying to get in your way or anyone is even going to be in your path when it comes to your success. But I feel this is more connected to money, and also I feel it's about you protecting your inner peace to focus on projects that are important to you. But also it's about utilizing your energy, being in the flow. You know, there's one side that's darker than the other. It's like passion, driven, ambition, and then suddenly it's like, make sure you have some downtime, make sure you have some time to really process what you're doing and strategize for the next. So I feel it's, you know, those days when you feel, not going to tackle that project, and the next day you're like tackling everything and you're totally in the flow. We've also got joyful chapter. So this is the beginning. I mean, if ever there was cards that said joyful chapter, Death card is always a new chapter. Four Wands is total joy. It is fun. It's exciting. It's creative. So joyful chapter is about to start for you. And it says here, take pride in your accomplishments. Celebrate and enjoy your life. Fate is on your side. Happiness, fulfillment, and joy. I mean, Ten of Cups is all of that as well, encompassed. So I would say these cards are completely on target with the reading that you just got. We've got golden moment. Okay, there is one moment that I said you will absolutely celebrate. You're going to be so excited about it. It says, a blessing is on its way. An important door is opening for you that will make you very happy. Ten of Cups says you will be very happy. It says, rare, once in a lifetime, special. The Holy Grail, you know, the job opportunity that you're going to grab with both hands. And we've also got Sacred Traveler. So definitely some of you are trying to be a little bit more nomadic with your circumstances. I mean, some of you may literally work for a space program, perhaps, but I don't see all of you like taking a trip to space to work. So it says here, there's an up and coming opportunity for you to move or travel. And that definitely came out there for you. Enjoy this new adventure. Journey, movement, trip. So, I mean, some of you could be like working in a flurry to try and tie up all the loose ends before you take a vacation. So it could be just vacation vibes I'm getting. But a lot of you are trying to brainstorm ways of being more nomadic, more free, so you can enjoy more time with your family, with your friends, and enjoy life more. Remember, I'm sure everybody knows this, but what a trick it is on us all to have us work for so many years and then only, you know, have a certain period of time to enjoy retirement. Should be the other way around, but, you know, there it is. So I feel a lot of you are trying to either retire early or try and find a way to free up your time so you can live in the moment and live the best life of having it all, okay? So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates for you, my beautiful Capricorn. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press that little notification bell. Lets you know when I update my next message, lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Finally, the trinket that we have here is, what is this? Oh my gosh. You know, a lot of the trinkets that I've had in there for like years, they've never come out. And today, those ones that have never come out are coming out. I'm loving this. And it's very important, this one, so important, because it's a little bird on a branch. Remember, I showed you the little bird on the branch. That's why my guides, they give me a nudge and say, talk about the bird on the branch. You can't hear what I can hear, which is like, now talk about this. Now tell them that this is happening. And remember about the bird on the branch, right? So that's what I'm hearing, and then I'm channeling all of this to you. And your final trinket is the bird on the branch. Financial freedom, enjoying your free time, working really hard now, investing in you now so that you can retire early, so that you can have financial freedom and live a life of luxury. So I definitely see that everything is connected here for you, and it's all coming together. And I'm so excited for you, my beautiful Capricorn, because you totally deserve it. You work so hard, and now the rewards are coming in for you because you made it happen. So I'll leave it there. Thank you so much, my beautiful Capricorn, and love and light.